Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me. So, this week I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I realized that I'm transgender. I didn't even know, exactly who trans people were until I was 17 years old. So, I never really had the choice of, should I be a girl? Is that really who I am? I didn't know it was possible. I didn't know. I just didn't know. What I did know was that I was very interested in hair and makeup and dresses and all the girly stuff. I would follow my mom and my sister around while they did their hair, while they did their makeup. I would beg to come with them when they went dress shopping, just following them around like a lost puppy, in awe of all this stuff. I think the breaking point almost of when I really needed to get down to business and figure out what was wrong. It was probably a year ago. I'm sure you guys know who Ariana Grande is, and I was a huge Ariana Grande fan at this time. So I was on Tumblr, scrolling through all my stuff, scroll. I saw a gif of Ariana Grande dancing in her heels, showing off her femininity, just rocking out, I felt so jealous and so upset that I couldn't do the same that I realized that this is something's wrong. Something's not right. So I started researching and trying to figure out if other people are feeling the same way that I felt. I started to think about what I had blocked out in the past and what I had shut away in order to try to fit in. Things like the way I talk and the way I move my head, the way I put my hair, the way the way I cross my legs. Everything was so feminine. Everything that came naturally to me was so feminine. I don't want to say girly because I feel like someone's gonna get mad at me, but it was girly. Then I thought about relationships that I'd been in and why they didn't work out and why I wasn't happy in them. And I realized that it was because I wasn't playing the role that I wanted to play in a relationship. I wanted to be more of the traditional, the girl and the boy-girl relationship. I realized that I didn't like dating gay men. I wanted to date straight men. I wanted to be treated like a girl, like a princess. Another thing that I thought about when I was struggling with my identity was who I wanted the world to see me as when I grew up, and who I wanted to be when I grew up, and how I wanted to present and how I wanted to perceive myself. And I asked myself the question, do you really want to wake up every day and dress up in boy clothes and comb your shaved head and all this stuff? And I did not want to continue life as a boy. There wasn't a future for me as male. Thinking about my childhood and seeing if there was any clues almost back then to see if I knew subconsciously or something. And I did remember that when I was in second, third grade, I would be with all my friends, and they were all girls, obviously, and they would all go into the bathroom before we had snack to wash their hands or whatever, right? And so I'd be walking along here we go, bathroom time, wash your hands, have some fucking Cheetos after this. And I was always so jealous of the girls going in the girls' room and being all together. And they just seemed like it was no big deal. But for me, it was a huge deal. Going to the boys' bathroom literally felt like walking down a dark alley in the middle of a dangerous city. I felt like everybody else was uncomfortable with me being in there, and I was uncomfortable being there, because everybody else was in there were boys, and I just didn't fit in with them. I wasn't a boy. What else? Oh yeah, when I was little, I always used to like my clothes to fit really tightly, and I guess I still do, but when I was little, it was more prominent, I guess. I don't know. But in the store, I would always want tight-fitting clothing that was form-fitting, because you know that men's clothing can be a lot looser and more relaxed, while women's clothing tends to be more shaped to your body. Does that make sense? Yeah. Another thing I did when I was little is I used to steal my mom's high heels and wear them around the house and walk up and down the stairs, puffing out my chest, pretending I had boobs. Just gotta get them titties. But no, I'm just kidding. I don't know how I didn't realize it earlier. Honestly, I did not know what was possible, I guess. I guess that's all it comes down to, is my face, shiny AF? I hope not. After I really, spent some time with myself in my own head, discovering my identity and who I wanted to be, there really wasn't, an option. It wasn't, a tough decision or anything. It was oh, duh, obviously this is who I am. that's the path that I need over there, not over there. But yeah, so that is it for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that this is a good video and that more people should be watching it. So that is like the best way you can support me. I would love that. Subscribe if you're not already, so you know when I post a new video. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!